Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, 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 everyone. All right, just testing my stream out. Looks like it's working. This week, it looks like it's all about the Red Bull Ring, huh? We have Daily Race B at the Red Bull Ring, and also an online time trial with a particular car. Um, the race B is exciting for me because I love the GT3 cars and the races. I'm doing really well with my Ferrari 458 that I've built since I started playing Gran Turismo. But then also the Porsche GT3, man, that I'm not I'm not a Porsche fan by any means, but that car's been phenomenal to drive. Super fun. It rides on rails, so I don't know which direction, or even if I'm going to go into the daily races today. I want to see. Red Bull Ring has not always been a friend of mine. I have had my own struggles there. So we're going to do some practice today, do everything we can to learn the track a little better. Me being a newly C driver, still just got up from D, but we'll do what we can to get some practice in prior to going into a daily race B. Not only do I need it, but other drivers in the C group that I'll be racing against deserve that attention for me to go before I go in there. I'll probably still get punted or whatever, as we know. It's a little chaotic sometimes in there, but what I like to do is at least get some practice in prior to jumping into the daily races. So I can do the time trial, even though it's not in a GR3 car. I can just go into the track itself, hop into a GR3 car, and just run laps. Nonetheless, any of that will help me get around that track better when it comes to racing against others online. So I want to be respectful in those races. I want others to respect me, even though it's a hard ask, it seems. But we'll cross that path when we get there. So I'm gonna dim the lights. I'm gonna hop into VR here. Obviously, I use VR, and then let's start with a little bit of the online time trial. That way, we'll see what we can do there. I was messing with it earlier. I did run some laps, full transparency. I wasn't doing great, so it's your opportunity to see the spin outs, the everything that comes along with running a track that you're not very good at. I feel like I've mastered Yas based on previous experiences, and then last week was all about Yas. I loved it because I'd liked that track since I started playing, and I was able to run it and actually improve my driver rating from D to C strictly on running the daily race C at Yas. So that was a huge help for me, and I couldn't have been more excited. Not as excited this week, obviously, with the track being at the Red Bull Ring. There are other daily races, but I'm going to focus on that because it looks like I can kind of get engulfed and really learn the track well, hopefully, throughout the week. So I'll probably stream a couple of times this week, and we'll just go from there. So I'm going to get my headset on. I'm going to cut the lights out. You can see where is it? Right here in front of me. That is the Victory Race Engineering app. So if you're interested in that, you can download the app, and you'll hear it pipe in every now and then, telling me about my tires, tire temperatures, and what have you. So all kinds of good information that comes from that. Plus, it gives you a little bit of telemetry data that you can follow along while I'm making laps. So I thought it'd be a cool feature to add on to the window with me in it. So yeah, let's get into this. Nope, hold on, my wife is calling. All right, I should be back online. Just she's asking me if I wanted some Taco Bell. So anyway, so let's get into this. Let me get oh. All right, we are gonna go to time trials. You can see I've done some laps here. 138 was my best, which was good enough for bronze, but we'll see what we can do if I keep pushing here. So we'll call it 135 is the baseline for gold, which I've only gotten 1 or 2 golds in these lap time challenges, so I'm still learning track limits and just technique. So I'm generally close to silver or silver most of the time when I'm running these now. So let's get this car in here. Not my favorite car, but it's you know, it's a learning experience nonetheless, and we'll make the best of it. Take it easy around these first couple corners. One thing I don't like about this track is if you go outside the track limits there on the last couple corners, it invalidates your next lap as well. So it's kind of alright, let's just get a warm-up lap going in here. A little wide on that one, but I don't see any red, so you can hear my engineer telling me to calm down on those back tires, but the track really doesn't allow you to calm down. If you stop pushing, you're not going to get around it in time. So a little lucky there. Yeah, get this lap in clean. Damn it. See, that's... Had to bail on it. Oh! I can't believe I just missed that wall. Oh. See, now this entire lap is invalidated already. That's why I hate those last two corners, because if you violate track limits, it invalidates the current lap and then as well the next lap. It makes absolutely no sense. But we'll deal with it. I'll just use this lap as another. See, that's probably good. It's probably good. I'm not running One thing about the story I bring to YouTube streaming is I'm not an A+ driver, so this is really a grind for me to learn, and you get to kind of catch all the mistakes, and they're real time. It's just learning experience. Missed shifts like I just did, I'm not proud of, but you know, gotta get better. The only way you do that is by practicing. I'm just going to do it in public, and you get to follow along in all my chaos and nonsense. Oh, all right, Charlie, I hear you. I hear you. Let's take these next two corners. No. Let's take these next two corners just a little easy. So I don't violate my entire next lap too. They gotta fix that at some point. That's not right for gameplay. Alright, back on a live lap. Let's see how we do here. Starting off with a missed shift, but you know, let's see. I feel like I push the track limits there. Slide around this corner. This car sucks. When I spend most of my time in GR3 cars, it's hard when you get into some street or sport tires here and try to do some damage on these tracks, but you know, everybody else is fighting the same battle, so it's not just me. So it's all try to. Oh, damn it! This track, man. Now my whole next lap is invalidated too. Dang it. This is why I like to practice before I hop into daily race B. Because I will not do it justice and cause more frustration than I would like. I wonder what the ratio of people racing in VR is these days. It seems to be gaining in popularity while I'm in the Facebook groups or any social media platforms that is GT7 specific. 15. See if I can hang on. There we go. It doesn't matter. This lap doesn't count, but it's good practice for the next time around. I should put a ghost on and chase that, like on one of the people that's already done well here, but I haven't really done that before, and damn it. This car sucks.
Managed to weight transfer. No sudden snaps on throttle.
Alright. Next one's gonna be a good lap, promise. This is terrible. This is embarrassing. But here we are. Here we are. Let's see what we can do. Well, there goes that idea. Let's just retry. Thanks, Charlie. So that's the line. I guess I gotta slow down further. I don't know. I like this 9,500 RPM rev limit. This corner you can take a little faster. Just gotta get some of those hairpins dialed in, man. It's been a struggle for me ever since I started playing. Came out that corner way too slow, but it's clean. No red numbers, so let's see. I feel such like a rookie, but that's what I am. I just make as many mistakes as a newbie player because all these tracks are different, and you know, doing my best to learn them. I think I'm the best at Daytona and Yas. That was way slow. That's a slow lap right there. Alright, let's try to pick up some speed here at 140. Let's try to get it. Brake a little later. Oh.
Try a slightly earlier lift to keep the rear in line.
God bless it.
Tire temps are rising. Smooth out your steering and throttle to manage the heat.
You know what? I am going to turn on some traction control. Maybe that'll help me. I usually try to drive with only ABS on, but you know, when you're trying to lay down laps and practice, especially in these time trials, I don't know. I'm only competing against myself, so. I think I had traction control on earlier when I did 138 pounds, so let's see. Just try to mimic what's going to actually be in these race cars. I guess it's only GR3 cars though. Like in this car, there certainly be traction control, right? So, yeah, this is a little more realistic anyway, as far as the car goes. Yeah, and it's a second gear corner. Let's try to clean that up here. see. Just want to lay down some clean laps. So the best one in second, so I think traction control just saved me on that one. Logging around. It's better. It's gonna be a better lap.
You're in P1.
Damn it!
A starting to slide. Use the throttle and touch on it.
Ugh. Takes me some laps to get used to tracks. And this is just my MO. Yep. Try to get overly aggressive in corners, thinking I'm better than I am. And yeah, that's what happens, you know. I've seen some people absolutely destroy this track. I know it's a fast track. People can really get around it. That's just not me yet, anyway. So, as you can tell. Sorry about that. I am really trying to learn pedal management and trail braking, all that good stuff that comes with being fast. But some of these techniques are just tough to get down, you know, especially in cars like this.
You're in P1.
Oh, I got lucky on that one. It smoked my tires, but that is what it is. I'll take it. It just takes so long to slow this car down. I'm so worried about spinning out that it takes so long to get in a straight line and lay it on throttle, I'm sure. I'm basically targeting the 150 boards as brake markers after the first corner. The first corner is going a little deeper because it's a wider corner, but that's just what I'm targeting. I'm slow on this corner. God bless, that was terribly slow. Yeah, see, if I can get down to the first gear, it just gets too loose. There's no point in going down to the first gear with this car. You just, even with traction control at 3, it's still get loose. 2, with some good throttle control, I can get around this track pretty well. So, lesson learned. Let's see how we do here.
1 minute 40 seconds. You're in P1.
Save that one again. That's 2 laps in a row. So, 150 board. Clean lap still, but that was not pretty. Listen, I watch all those guys, Rory and Digit and GT, and those guys are super fast and fun to watch, but they're almost perfect, right? Other than other people destroying their races. So I figured, you know, in my channel, I'm gonna just, you can watch the catastrophes of learning as I try to improve here, because I really do enjoy sim racing. You know, I've always had a passion for going fast. I have some experience on real tracks. I'll get into that in a later video, but alright, speed is still isn't there, still 139, but still not laying out clean laps too. Let's just try to stay clean. What I'm gonna try to do is unless I'm missing shifts as I'm talking. What I'm gonna try to do here is just start braking a little earlier and then rotate faster. Try to get on the accelerator faster. See how that does. So what's nice about these types of time trials, and gives you a chance to learn, understand the dynamics of the track, where the bumps are, where you can pick up speed in and out of corners. Just said I should never go down into first gear. So I was over-rotated there. This whole next lap is invalid. I just don't understand this part. Just don't get it.
Lap 7 ticked off. 1 minute 30 seconds. You're in P1.
Well, use this as another practice lap. Yeah, if you guys like that, Race Engineer, he just made a big update on it. I've been using it for about a month now. He just released a sizable upgrade, and now you can actually do lap strategies, or track strategies. And there's a long list of available engineers that will talk you through pit windows, especially in VR. Just being able to hear it is a huge help. So I've been running it, and now as I started this stream, I figure out a way I can actually put it on my screen so you can see it. So if you're interested, yeah, it's called Victory Race Engineer. It's available on iOS and that other platform. I have no affiliation with the guy. I just like the app. I found it and I downloaded it and started using it. So it's up to you if you want to use it. I have no affiliation, so I gotta get the speed up. I gotta get clean laps running.
You're in P1.
Quiet down here for a second, focus. I don't know if it'll help, but Here's telling me my tires are hot. You don't think I know. But he's doing his job. Keep getting burned on this corner, and I shouldn't because it's an easy freaking corner. This one too. Carry a lot of speed through here. I don't know why I keep failing at that one. Let's get some speed going.
1 minute, 39 seconds. You're in P1.
Better. Turn one down. Bad in that corner. It's really just a big turn too. This one I could probably carry a little more speed through. Save that. Yeah, I'd like that too, but over rotating in third gear. Damn it!
Be patient with your input. The car is rotating more from the rear. Be smoother with the power, especially at the slower corners. I'll manage the stop as we go. Rubber is up to 10%.
Oh, unbelievable.
Grip is excellent. Tail is starting to slide. Ease the throttle and touch on it.
I think I can carry much more speed out of that corner too. I think I'm leaving some on the track there.
Green light. Stay out of trouble and build confidence lap by lap. I'll manage to stop as we go. Tires are on their working window. Grip should be consistent.
Little lack of stability there from the, I think they call them the sausages. Nope.
Rear tires are beginning to let go. Short shift a little earlier to calm the rear down. Cold tires. Be patient with your input. I'll manage to stop as we go. Tires are in their working window. Grip should be consistent.
Oh, God bless it.
Tail is starting to slide. Manage the weight transfer. No sudden snaps on throttle.
if I crash out on this one. We're gonna watch the demonstrations, maybe at a coast. Try to chase that, see if I can do it better. This is ridiculous. A little short shifting. Just not what I want. Awesome. I just cannot get the speed
Scrub the tires.
of that corner down. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. I just want to get gold. So let's go to what happened? Let's go to my position. Just terrible, but just terrible, but just terrible, but there are a lot of people. Alright, let's what is going on? Alright. See if I can just load their ghost. And then ghost settings, display loaded ghost. Put them just 2/10 in front of me. So let's see how bad I am.
1 minute 35 seconds. Finally in their working window. You can lean on it. Hold starting to slide. Try a slightly earlier limit to keep the rear in line. Green flag. First lap without surviving position. I managed to stop. Here we go.
Oh, wait. How aggressive he gets on the gas. Oh, how do they do that? We're in the same car.
Good.
Guys, I am so
Rear
frustrated
stability
with this
reduced.
car.
Let the rear settle, then build the power progressively.
We have to find an alternative training method here. I don't even know. He just pulls away right away.
Watch your wheels and pit your stops carefully. I'll manage the stops as we go. Rubber is up to temper.
Nice to see at least I'm on the correct line, but how he just gets in the throttle so fast. I just don't understand it.
Lighting don't scrub the tires. Lap 1 completed. 1 minute 40 seconds. You're in P1. Turn in to prevent overheating. Rear traction is dropping. Be smoother with the power, especially out of the slower corners. I'll manage the stops as we go. Tires are in a good working window now. You can push them.
Just keeping validating laps. I'm done. I'm done. Let's move on to something else, guys. It's I can't with this car. Let's just do some time trial laps with one of my GR3 cars. I just can't with this. Maybe bronze is all I get. I'm afraid to even go into a daily race B and embarrass myself. World record is 132. It's just insane. It's just absolutely insane. All right. I think the racing. So I just want to show you guys, I can get around this track with decent times. I mean, decent for me, I should say. Let's go. Let's push it. happy for track limits, but I had to carry some glacial speed through that last corner. Definitely leave the time on the hopefully not that bad of a driver. I can get around the tracks, but man, those street cars are just garbage for me. I just don't as far the game, to get, collect those winnings as well, but this is what I enjoy. I really enjoy these types of cars. Practice. Some speed somewhere. Let's see if this aggressive.
Rear traction steering inputs while the rear retains grip.
Let's get these tires cleaned up. Well, a lot of my game does is I turn the lights off. It's too high.
You're in P1. The rear left tire is getting warm.
A little bit of lack of concentration. Alright, let's clean it up. Let's get into what we need before we bail on this stream. Spend some time with the wife. Have some food. What you guys do for the Super Bowl? And I hit it pretty hard, so go under the weather from the adult beverages, but it was worth it. Terrible game. Boring. I think Drake May is going to be a good football player, but the second year on a stage like that, you see, we got to it. Alright, let's lay down the clean line.
1 minute 33 seconds. You're in P1.
Lost some speed there. And faster than lost some speed there too. Yeah, good shifts. Let's push this one. I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but it's definitely not on the short list of favorites. Still looking around the
1 minute 30 seconds. You're in P1.
Get around here. And that Ghost is getting back in the throttle so quick out of that turn. They just can't mimic it. I know you can't see it, but I got the Logitech RS50 wheel sitting behind me. I'm just playing on my adapter. So I look forward to getting the new wheel in. Maybe that would be one of my Ooh, came in way too hot. That would have been an off track. Literally the first 3 corners. I can just nail these. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Beginning to let go. Ease the throttle a touch on exit.
I haven't, just started today. I mean, laying these laps now. Anticipation of hopping in the speed, so my goal is, obviously, based on my channel, is eventually to get to A+. A+. Last week with Yas, I was able to get to C and low C, so my competition is still a little ego driven, but you know, take it. There it is again. Come on, Steve.
No sudden snaps on the throttle. Try 10 to 2. Avoid aggressive steering and throttling for the 10 to come down.
uptick in traction control. Just to, no, I'm not going to use it on the race. Shut up and focus here. Table there, it feels like. I'm getting wore out.
Rear is feeling loose. Try a slightly earlier lift to keep the rear in line.
I didn't get the 128s, but got close. I'll come back and practice some more. Let's see. When I was on, it's 129s, 130s, yeah. Optimal says 128.8, and that's what I was targeting, but you know, another day, we'll get there. Let's look a little bit of the replay. See where I can improve. I always like to watch my replays at least a little bit on a clean lap or two and see where I'm not using track limits or I'm slowing down. Yeah, see, I'm slowing down too much there. I'm not getting the throttle nearly enough. How I was attacking this corner, I'm okay with that. 9 wheel, so let's take a peek. Definitely better there. Accelerator, re-acceleration. I think I can get better. Start braking way too early on that one. Rear shift. Lines through there. Alright, I still got work to do.
Lap 14 ticked off. 1 minute 29 seconds.
Let's see what I did in time trials here. See if I've, I know I haven't gotten gold, but it might be a good, or circuit experience. I don't have any. Well, let's give it a shot. Give me more practice and, yeah, let's do it. 34 flat. Oh, I've never been in this car. But first go, we can work with that. Gotta get under 34. Okay, let's do it. Let's find the limits of this little junior car here. I love these open. Well, this is somewhat of an open wheel car, but yeah, 3,500 feet, cars like that. That's so much to enjoy. Oh,
It's settled and build the power progressively. And realize that it was your rhythm. I managed to stop from again.
Trying to find out how quick I can take those corners.
Trust the car.
Almost silver. Alright, so our second lap, that's not bad. 34.8. Alright, we gotta find a 9/10 of a second. silver. Alright. Get a 0.54 reduction. We're getting there.
I'll manage the stuff as we go. Fuel tanks are optimal. Grip should be consistent.
Let's look at the demo here.
To calm the rear down.
Third gear. Alright, let's Alright, right there. Not even a 10th off. Come on now, let's do it. It's too hot. Let's try that again. Sometimes watching that demonstration, man, gives you just that little tip that you need. Too hot again. Just that little tip that you need to get over the hump here.
Get through the first quarter treatment, build the pace. I'll manage the stops as we go.
That's just too hot. I gotta break the first one. I think I nailed.
Rear stability is reduced. Be smoother with the power, especially out of the slower corners. All green, then 0.2% one. I'll manage the stops as we go. See the temperature in the window. Grip should be consistent. Green light. Stay calm at the time line. I'll manage the stops as we go. Rear stability is reduced. Try a slightly earlier lift to keep the rear in line.
I'm getting frustrated.
Settle into your rhythm. I'll manage the stops as we go.
A couple more times, guys, and that's it. I'm thoroughly frustrated with this track.
Focus on your braking mark early. I'll manage the stops as we go. Tires are in a good working window now. Grip is good.
That's it. I'm calling time
Beginning
now.
to let go. Let the rear settle. Then
I'm
build
calling
the power
time now,
progressively.
guys. Get into the stream here. Not even a tenth away. God, that makes me mad. Anyway, it is what it is. Alright. Let's get my, So, what do we learn? I'm not that good at this track, so practice is practice. We'll continue to do it and grind and get better, all for the reason of getting into B, daily race B, and winning some of those and trying to get my driver rating up. So, like I said, I'm a low C. If I don't know if I'll do it this week with this track. I just don't like it. It doesn't sit well with me. But nonetheless, Daytona didn't sit well with me at one point. Now I'm running really, really well there. So I'll keep practicing. We'll keep at it. We'll get into some daily race Bs. Qualify well. Hopefully run up front. Stay out of the shit behind me. And we'll go from there. So I'll stream again, hopefully Wednesday around the same time, 6:30, and yeah, hopefully if you haven't yet, subscribe and follow and watch this shit show of a journey, and it should be fun for both of us. So